Sorry for the late one, legends. I'm in the midst of moving houses at the moment, so you'll have that for the next few days, I'd imagine. Hopefully get one out early enough tomorrow. But yeah, you get to watch this either in between games and after the games today, which will be good fun before we get out that other video tomorrow. But 2 games last night. The Wars unfortunately going down to the Dogs. Couldn't get a win at home for 3 of their guys. Tavanga, Fanua Blake, and obviously SJ is officially retiring after next game, and I can't wait to go check out that game at Sharky's. And if anyone is going to that game as well, come say hello or message me or something like that. That'll be good fun. But I'm making this video in the midst of this first half of the Raiders and Panthers. So I've watched up to 20 minutes there, just turned it off so I can get through this video. But we'll do a check-in once we finish this Warriors Bulldogs game. We'll do a little check-in on the scores live there, and then get into the Broncos and the Eels game following that. So thanks again for everyone who is here. And you're all absolute superstars and I appreciate it. But the Wars and the Doggies getting a 16-point victory there with Fanua Blake absolutely dominating again, along with Matt Burton. So the big problem with this is the fact that I don't own either of them. And Burton was my other option with DCE. I wanted to make sure I got a half, because with Galvin out next week and then potentially Jerome Hughes, I might be down a few numbers in that half position. So I wanted to make sure I got one. DCE ended up being my play, and Burton was the one with 66 points there. So well done to those two and owners of those two. It was a terrific effort there with 2 try assists for Burton and just getting points across the board. 20 tackles for no misses again. 5 goals in there as well. And Fanua Blake to go 49 tackles for no misses was absolutely spectacular, and some of his best efforts of his career. I think if we went back and had a look, it's usually more on the running meter side. He'll go plus 200, and tackles are in like the mid 30s and pretty strong, obviously missed tackle wise, but to have 49 tackles, no misses, 2 tackle breaks and 3 offloads to hand to get a 75. Usually it is including a try for Fanua Blake. So an incredible effort there, that's for sure. Egan, a very, very good one as well, with 60 minutes and a 50-pointer. Jazz with a 48 in 60 minutes. So the guys that were leaving, the Warriors here all played big minutes in Fanua Blake, Tavanga, and obviously SJ, and they all contributed in some way, that's for sure. But it was a beautiful little toast to SJ's career, and to see him shedding a few tears obviously shows how much the Wars mean to him, and playing in the NRL as well. Curran with a 48 I was pretty happy with. Obviously it was a pretty slow one for him. He was about 2 or 3 in 30 odd minutes, so to get up to 48 in the end was a great effort, and is pretty well bang on where he's priced at, which is awesome. To get that try late in the game and to have no negatives in this one was the big one. And there was actually a set there where he made 4 tackles, which was crazy, and another set where he made a couple. He was actually coming in and doing some work on the defensive end. So he'd make one usually on his sideline, and then he would sort of chase the guy and be like the second or third man in and pick up another tackle. So that was really cool to have 9 tackles for no misses. He was actually doing way worse than this when he was playing in the centres, where you'd normally make a few more tackles. So yeah, that was great to see, and a couple offloads and the turnover tackle as well. It was good stuff for Curran in that one. And then you had Walker play the full 80 for a 48 as well. For any owners of him, you'll be happy with that output, along with Capewell with a try, with a 46 for him. SJ with a 45 there, with the line break assist. 6 tackle breaks for him. We got a few in that last play when he tried to put the magic on that we've seen all his career. A couple of forced dropouts. Obviously running the footy, as I said, was good. Gets his numbers up a bit, but no try assists or tries in this one, which is what we're hoping for. And maybe next week against the Sharkies is the play there to get him a try assist or a try to finish off the career. But Harry Hayes in there with a 42 in 40 minutes. Really good effort with the try, so congrats to him for his first, I believe. Reid Marnie a 40, so it wasn't his worst effort. It wasn't his best, though. The tackle numbers were up, but the missed tackle numbers were there as well. Just the 1 kick there and 34 run meters as well. So pretty low across the board without any of the attacking stats, the try assists, and all the good stuff that we've been used to seeing from him in recent, for the entirety of this year until the last month, basically. Sifakula, 39 in 32. He looked very, very tough to handle. Also had no negatives in this one, so a great game for him off the bench. Stephen Crichton with a terrific line break try assist effort, picked up a try off the kick as well. So that was good work from him. It's just so hard for him to get these really good scores. He just never has the massive numbers, whether it's tackle numbers a bit low, never really has the huge tackle break numbers or the big run meters. So yeah, it's just tough to get him a big score. Sam Hughes, 47 minutes. He's been really improving through the back end of this season and scoring pretty well. and is almost averaging 30 for the year. So definitely some low games in there, that's for sure. But Kikau and Montoya, Kikau had a couple of good plays in there for sure. Did have a few negatives though, and again, one of those guys that tackle numbers, 20 mates for 6 misses there, and then you've got 97 meters with that line break try assist as well. And the big negative right now is the Barnett one, and probably lucky someone mentioned in the buy hold sell that I had him like third on the list. I was trying to do it by price value, and I moved him back to the front and didn't actually end up talking about him. Like, how could you not talk about Barnett? It was just a complete accident. I forgot, but probably ended up being a good thing that I didn't speak about him, because I'm hoping it influenced someone, or to not actually get him because I didn't not top of mind, and you weren't reminded of him, because that's 2 weeks low in a row, and to play 80 minutes on that edge, he just doesn't have the same vigor that he did a month ago or even 3 weeks ago. He'd been spectacular, and it shows that guys can very quickly and easily revert back to low scores just randomly. It's an interesting one. So last week was obviously a bit more through the middle. This week was all on the edge for that full 80. But yeah, the running, the tackle breaks, the offloads, and just the really good tackle numbers weren't there, making 31, missing 3, unfortunately for him. And hopefully the next week, for his last week, can be a big one for those that do own him or bought him last week and have picked up 2 low ones. So it's pretty tough out there on that front. And then just to cross over to the Raiders game, while we're here, Starling getting put back to the bench for Levi. Levi coming out, penalty early on into that exact set. Following that, having a missed tackle over the line to Luke Summerton, who absolutely fooled everyone. So yeah, don't know if Levi is the answer, but that's the way they've played it out. Just a weird one with Starling. Obviously, the last 2 weeks hasn't been his best, obviously, but he was going from 15 to 25 minutes and then just slotted straight into a 60 plus 70 and even 80-minute role. So I just don't know where that build is great, where it should be 55-25. It even should still be that now, but you watch Levi get the big minutes in here. We'll see. Hopefully, he's on by now. He's just in my loop slot, but super frustrating there for sure. Max King with a 29, so brings his price down a little bit next week and next year, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know if we'll start with him near a 50 average, but 29 for him. Lucky we didn't jump on him. Preston, this is a tough one here. 48 minutes for him. Ended up just getting rested. They said they were giving him a resting and hardly got any running of the footy. 38 meters there, 1 tackle break. No negatives, so he was doing good stuff when he was given the pill, when he was defending. It's just the low minutes, and obviously being on like 23 or 22 at halftime and building up to that 27, just needed the more minutes and potentially some attacking stats in here, and obviously some running meters to get him up to a good length. But hopefully next week and the week after are big numbers for Preston. Having Salmon back was the main worry, but yeah, he's such a gun player, and I suppose in this one it didn't matter in the end. They didn't need to get him back on because they were playing so well. Sexton 25, Moran, Adokar as well. Metcalf for 20, picked up 2 tries this early and then ended up with 7 missed tackles, so a bit of a down game for him in the end. And then Bailey Hayward at 12 in 32 minutes, back to missing tackles after kind of being slow when he first came in, and had a good month there, and back to some lower numbers. But then you had Roger, unfortunately for him, the 8 in 46 minutes and a concussion, so he'll be out next week. I won't get to see him play, which is a little bit sad. But I'm glad SJ got through, and Rogers hopefully will be okay. And then Adam Pompey, 0 in 21 minutes there. All right, let's slide on over. It's 10-all. Alrighty, 10-all, and the Raiders. Who we got? Oh no, Tarpany's got a try assist. Tarpany was going low for a bit there. What do we got? KO Weeks is the try. And then Dane Laurie's ended up with the try as well. Tarpany 37, that's rough. 2 offloads to hand, of course he does. He must have been coming in. I'm going to guess it was he was getting tackled, popped the offload for the line break assist, try assist for KO Weeks. Damn. Just was hoping for a Tarpany low one, but wasn't to be. And Snyder's got a line break try assist as well, so good stuff for him. Savage, where's Yo? 18 and 28. Good for me on that one. The Tarpany one is not. And Fogarty, what the hell happened to him? 14 and 28 after getting that early try assist. He's missed 2 tackles. And the kickbenders have really dried up. Yeah, okay. Isaac Tunga with 9. Where's Casey McLean? 1 in 28 minutes. Gross. That is so gross. And Starling's not on yet. You beauty. Papali'i's on. He's played 7 minutes. Okay. This is how I look at things when I jump on. Tarpany just crushing it. 39 and 29. Of course you are, son. Hudson Young, 19. Horsburgh. Good to see him back as well. their KO weeks might end up with a decent score in a game that we might have thought that he wouldn't. But anyway, I do have Tarpany in Supercoach, so I'm hoping it was a clear try assist for him and not the second to last pass. The last pass only, and the second to last pass get to the good one. But all right, we'll check in at the end of this video. All right, Broncos up against the Parramatta Eels. So I was very happy with this one, given I brought in Carrigan. So I was hoping that my 2 trade-ins wouldn't go to waste. And thankfully, I captained Paddy, and he picked up a 69 in 80 minutes. The only negative here was the 7 missed tackles. He was like 140 metres and 30-odd tackles at halftime with like 1 miss. It was very impressive, and he unfortunately was bouncing off tackles in the second half. But they pushed all the way to the finish and got the win there, the Broncos, and they're pushing for a top 8 spot. But I think a lot of it relies on where the Dragons end up. But yeah, very happy with Paddy's effort. A couple of offloads in there as well. But if you just added up the base there, it's 74 in base before his tackle break offloads and the 7 missed tackles. So good stuff for him. Joel Fangawa's had a really, really good month since Hopgood's been out, and we thought that he would be decent, but he's actually been better and a lot closer to what he was scoring with the Tigers a couple of years ago. So yeah, awesome work to Joe with that one, and I doubt many people have grabbed him. But Adam Reynolds, a sneaky 81 in 80 minutes here with a try, 2 try assists, 5 goals. Just very low on the negatives there with 3 errors, obviously, but 105 run meters and 709 kick meters. He was incredible in this one. And then Corey Jensen as well, 64 in the 69 minutes, making 52 tackles, only missing 3, so it was even better than that of Carrigan. They both basically made the same tackles, so a very back and forth game through the middle there in that one, where you can see Brendan Hands down there at 48 made tackles, 5 misses, which netted him a 42 in 68 minutes, which is very impressive in that time frame, which is very similar to what Jensen came up with. So yeah, good stuff for anyone with Hands. You're probably looping that one in pretty comfortably. And then Tristan Taylor, 55, along with Cobbo, 52. So for some really solid games from them, helped their teams get the win with a couple of line breaks, good run meters. But yeah, the four errors for Selwyn's a bit rough. Thankfully, he was able to get a few line breaks to try that 11 tackle breaks and do really well on that front. Rogers, 48 for him with a try as well. Good tackle numbers, propped him up there. Stagsy, same deal with the try and good tackle break numbers. And then we had Kelma Tuolangi and Cartwright, 45 and 44, with Cartwright getting 12 less minutes in this one. Both scores are completely solid for owners of them, and same with Penasini there. Not much else to say there. Gutho with a 41, 2 try assists, 4 goals in this one. Worked his heart out as he always does, but yeah, wasn't able to get the win in this one. Regan Campbell-Gillard, 64 minutes, unfortunately only a 40. You had Ricky, 38, Willison, a 38 in 42 minutes. Just very happy with the tackle numbers for him. Had a couple of penalties and the 1 miss. I have him in the loop slot right now. I'm just trying to work out how things go with Starling, obviously, which I doubt he's going to beat Willison. So then it will just be based on how I'll be looping Blore and seeing how that one works out in that scenario, and then we'll go from there. I'm likely to be, if I'm not taking Starling, I'll be taking Blore's score most likely anyway. So that's that. But Wilson in 7. I've got Cotter, I think Cotter in the mid session right now, and he'll go straight in for Cotter as his replacement. So yeah, happy enough with the 38. I was hoping, when he came back on at the end, I was like, go son, get up to 40, 42, but 38 is pretty solid there for sure. Dylan Brown with the lower one, did have some kick meters, had some decent run meters at 157, but not much else, no attack or anything like that. Keeps him down at 34, sadly. Even with not many negatives. Assi with a 34, you had Pierre Kuru with a 34 as well, only missing 4 tackles, which seems like an accomplishment for him. Blaze Talangi with a line break try assist was really solid for a 33, without going too nuts. Needed a try there to get him in the 40s. Mariner at 28. Then you have Moser on there, 19 and 35, looking solid as always. Lussick, 17 minutes in this one. Dan Kerr, we'll go with the Kia, 23 and 37. And then Billy Walters, 46 minutes for him. He started cheap this year. He's going to start cheap again next year in that one. And then Karapani not getting on in that one. And then same with Jake Tungo, both of those two guys not getting on the park there in the end. And no points for them. So that is that. Alrighty, looks like only a few minutes have passed in the Raiders and the Panthers game. We'll have to see how that one's playing out. But they're the 2 games from Friday night. We've got the 3 today. So this game that's on right now, Tarpany's still on 41. Yeah, there's only been a few more minutes played since that time. I wonder if there's been a sin bin or a penalty or something like that. I may as well check it while we're on here, which will be cool. All right, what do you got here? You got Storm and the Finns next at the 5:30 game, and then the South and the Knights. So plenty happening, plenty to look out for in your teams. And Fogarty's up to 18, I should say. What else we got? Horsburgh 20. What else is going on here? We've got Casey McLean on 2. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Don't know how that one's worked out. I'm playing him Supercoach. So that's that. Isaiah 21 and 34. So he's just very likely to be on about 25, 26 at halftime with the 7 minutes to go here. And I'm hoping he gets about a 55, to be fair. Brian To'o's only on 5. Luai's only on 11. Yeah, it's a very stop-start game with all of the penalties at the moment, unfortunately. Starling's on for Levi. Good stuff. Tarpany's just gone off as well, so double change. Fisher-Harris, unfortunately, HIA. Okay. I hope he's okay on that one. That's it, really. There you go. Yeah, Edwards missed his conversion off the Laurie try. And then, yeah, the head knock. So, there you go. So, no sin bin, but HIA and on report. Okay, there you go. That's that one, guys. I hope you enjoy those games today. If you hopefully got a chance to watch this. And if you're at the end of this video, type in the comments, love ya. And I'll reply, love you back. Good stuff, guys. See you later.